Hi, welcome to another video. One of the densely populated cities in the world, Jakarta, is sinking onto the ground literally. Researchers of the Bandung Institute of Technology says that by the year 2050, nearly 95% of North Jakarta and almost one-third of the Indonesian capital will be submerged. Jakarta, like other coastal cities in the world, is also dealing with sea level rise, and that is what is making the city to sink. As of today, Jakarta is the fastest sinking city in the world. Let us see why is it so and what are the reasons for the Indonesian capital to sink and what is the way forward in this video. But before that, if you are watching my video for the first time, I request you to kindly share and subscribe to my channel. In fact, the problem is getting worse year on year. Most of it precedes modern Indonesia by centuries. In the 1600s, when the Dutch landed first in Indonesia and made the present-day Jakarta, they divided the city to segregate the population. Such segregation eventually led to unequal water supply to most of the indigenous Jakartans. As such, they have no choice but to rely on underground water for their water requirements. And because of this restricted water supply in the city, most of the Jakartans had to dig water from underground to meet their daily requirements, and this is one of the major reasons for the city to sink. The Indonesian capital, Jakarta, is home to 10 million people. It sits on a very soggy land, the Java Sea overlapping and almost 13 rivers passing through it. So it is no doubt that the city is prone to floods every year, and it is getting worse year on year. North Jakarta, a port city, has sunk 2.5 meters in the last 10 years, almost 25 centimeters every year in some parts of Jakarta, more than double the global average for coastal mega cities. According to major reports, Jakarta is sinking in a range of 1 to 15 centimeters every year, and almost half of the city is now below the sea level. As you can see from this map, the area that is submerged as of 2010 and the projected area that will be submerged by 2030. Not just the north part, the rest of Jakarta is sinking too, even if at a slower rate. The report says that in West Jakarta, the ground is sinking by as much as 15 centimeters annually, by 10 centimeters annually in the east, 2 centimeters in central Jakarta, and just 1 centimeter in South Jakarta. Now let us look at Jakarta's land subsidence through the years. In 1977, there was hardly any that was submerged. In 1997, it increased. In 2007, you can see that it further subsided. And in 2017, it further expanded. And as you can see, as per the experts, by 2050, it is predicted about 95% of North Jakarta will be submerged. The major reason for the sinking of Jakarta is claimed to be the excessive extraction of groundwater for drinking and commercial purposes. Jakarta has low water levels for drinking, bathing and other commercial activities. Piped water is not reliable and not available in many of the areas. Currently, nearly 40% of Jakarta's residents lack access to piped water. So they have no choice. The citizens have to resort to pump water from aquifers that are deep underground. And when groundwater is pumped out, the land above it sinks as if it is sitting on a deflating balloon, and this leads to land subsidence. Moreover, Jakarta's government does not keep any record for the amount of groundwater that is extracted. So this also results for illegal extraction, and this has reached alarming levels. The situation is also aggravated because of negligent regulation, which allows, whether it is individual shop owners or massive shopping mall operators, to carry out their own groundwater extractions. Now, the second reason is the socio-economic development and poor planning in the city. Economic development has also led to subsidence. The impact of subsidence also increases when there is more extraction of groundwater, when there is more population coming and living in the low coastal areas. The report also says that in the year 2010, the number of people living in the low coastal areas was almost 47.2 million, one of the highest globally, up by almost 35% from the year 1990. It is also possible that due to Jakarta's massive development in the last so many years, which has led to the subsidence of the soil, because what happens is, in today's buildings have more weight, and because the soil is soft, it leads to greater amount of subsidence. Much of North Jakarta was mainly a swamp land, but has been converted into housing estates, shopping centers and factories, which further increases the demand for water and reliance on groundwater. An example of unchecked urbanization without proper groundwater recharge has led to a devastating effects. Now, the third reason is the climate change. The coastal cities are affected because of rising sea level, because of climate change. What happens is, increased sea level happens because of thermal expansion. The water expanding because of heat and the melting of ice. The speed at which Jakarta is sinking is alarming experts. All these issues combined together worsen the effects. Since the growing number of population demands for increased water, climate change will make supply more variable, and this will further increase groundwater exploitation. Now, experts believe that the floods can be mitigated by planting mangroves in the coastal areas, because mangroves are said to bind the land and hold water in the ground planted on the soil. Moreover, climate change should be controlled by controlling global warming, which will eventually lead to controlled weather changes and rainfall. Better planning in the cities, controlling the population migration, can also be one of the ways for controlling urban floods. To ease the burden of Jakarta, the Indonesian government has approved a plan to move the capital 100 miles away from where it is as of now, that is from the island of Java, to a place to the east of Kalimantan, that is in the forest of Borneo. This is being done to save the 10 million population from floods. However, this plan is going to cost around $33 billion and it will take another 10 years to materialize. Having said that, Jakarta's issues of rising water levels, land subsidence, combined with climate change and developments, will take years to overcome. In fact, life is at risk in Jakarta, and the residents of Jakarta have accepted this fact and continues to live in this fastest sinking city. Hope the information has been useful. Thank you for watching this video, and I will see you soon. Thank you.